So this is the relationship reading and what this relationship means to you. So let's go through. Okay. So this is the strength of the person, 9 of Cups. So this person is got a healthy ego, knows what they want and goes after it, and has a flair about them. They definitely have a flair about them. They have a positive bend about them. They basically are very driven by their goals and they know what they want. The weaknesses around this person is they can shut people out and maybe blindly pursue what they want and kind of go it alone, or make others feel like they're going it alone, like they're not as big into couple commitment or doing it together, or they can fall into a victim mode of I'm just in this, for myself and nobody's going to help me. Who they are now as it relates to the relationship is 10 of Swords. So they must be feeling betrayed or down or overly challenged mentally or overly burdened, or they're at their end of the process in terms of feeling like, they've had a lot of trials in this relationship or in their life, and they're actually really at a fairly low point. How they feel about you is 6 of Cups. They feel 6 of Cups, so they feel reminiscent of good times. They feel a special connection. They sometimes still think of you, and they feel positively in that way. How you feel about them is the World. So you're relating to, you actually think a lot of them, but you're also wondering if it's the right thing for you, and if this should be the end of a chapter. It's definitely some kind of a karmic connection, but you're wondering, if it's really reality that you would, continue the connection, or if it just makes sense to really end the chapter and learn a lesson. But at one point, they were definitely maybe the world to you. So when you were in this relationship, as a relationship, the strengths were it somehow changed you. Somehow changed you. Death was the strength. So the endings or the transformation that came about as a result of this relationship was the strength. Had the ability to transform, had the ability to make you question things, analyze, change things. The weakness when you were together was the 3 of Wands. The person's back here. One or both of you had their back to the relationship in terms of looking outward to other things you wanted to create, other mountains to climb, oceans to cross. The idea of trying to have control in the relationship was really difficult because there really was no control to have. The probability of getting back together, King of Swords. So this would be a challenge. King of Swords offers up a challenge. It's non-emotional, it's detached. So the probability of coming back together, although he's a partner and he's a husband, I might have to clarify why that's the probability of getting back together. What's interesting is the weakness of when you're together is this man with the red bottoms, and the probability of getting back together is the man in the red coat. So the probability is matching the same character as the weakness. So there's definitely, and even the death man has a red cape. So there's something about this that definitely syncs up, that there's an inherent flaw in the relationship. So, but what is blocking the reconciliation? The 5 of Cups. There's not been a forgiveness, or there's been a tainted view that whatever went down might have tainted the partnership. There's a greater emphasis on the negative than the positive, and that's what's getting in the way. Whether it's by you or by the person or both of you, you've seen the spilt milk and you're not seeing the 2 of Cups as strongly in the backdrop. And if this, the over-analysis of this person is the Prince of Wands. So the overall analysis of this person is that they're kind of pleasure-seeking. They're not big into commitment. They're very charismatic. They come in and maybe want to flirt, have fun. it's light, non-committal, but they'll go as quickly as they came. That's kind of the personality that they have, and they have that impact on a lot of people. If they came back, if you got together or the person came back, what would the overall outcome be? There would be like a righting of the scales. There would be justice. There would be, if they came back, it would be to kind of maybe settle out an old argument or injustice or loose end. Karma would be complete. That would be the outcome. And if they did come back, what should you do? Offer that. Offer that olive branch. Talk. Share your emotions. So I just want to clarify the one that is, why is the King of Swords the block? What, in terms of reconciling your differences? Well, basically, because I think this person is not very emotional, does not share their feelings, so that's the block. It's hard to reconcile your differences if this person's not going to share their feelings. Queen of Swords. Yeah, devoid of emotion, just wants to kind of cut to the chase. And scrutinizing. One or both of you be very scrutinizing of this. There could be some patience needed with that kind of a personality style. Why is the Three of Wands the weakness when you were together? Barriers up. Very singularly minded about holding on to wealth and success, material things. It's not an emotional thing. The likelihood, if they got back together, what would be the overall outcome? Why Justice and Queen of Pentacles? You know, you'd come at this from a more mature and higher level. And Ten of Pentacles. Wow, there'd be wealth and building if you got back together. But the overall analysis of this person is the Knight of Wands. And the Moon. They don't reveal their feelings. They're just skittish and mysterious. And that's a very quicksand, mystique type of personality. But Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Why is the Death the overall analysis for this person? The Lovers. Yeah, this was definitely a karmic relationship which caused change and growth for sure. Why is this person in the energy currently of the Ten of Swords? Because they're trying to have courage in a difficult situation. They've definitely, you know, they've had a difficult situation and they feel about you the Cups, Six of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. They feel Page of Pentacles. Like they try to impress you. They try to show you their worth. And you feel about them the world. Why? Two of Wands. You're really debating on which path you're going to take. Maybe ending the cycle, not going backward. Looking to something new. You do have choices. Why is this person's weakness the Five of Pentacles? The Page of Swords. So they have an immature energy. They do like to be in victim mode. And their strength is the Nine of Cups, characterized by the Queen of Wands. They have a charismatic side. They do. An entrepreneurial, create things, charismatic side, create what they want. The blocks to reconciling are the Five of Cups. You're not seeing the positiveness. There's been a judgment to prejudge this, maybe not correctly. But why should you react with the Ace of Wands if you were able to kind of come back around with this person? Ten of Cups. Wow. So this is an amazingly connected, you know, is that Ten of Cups with you, or would that enable you to clear up your path to get to your own Ten of Cups? Yeah, still there's a slippery energy. I think it would enable you to kind of take your lessons and move on towards your own Ten of Cups. And gain victory and clarity. Yeah, so I think that's what it is. Two of Cups. This is a really, you know, Lovers, the World, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Death. strength. There's a lot of karmic-y relationship related pieces here. So that's about it. See what you think.